Hello， 大家好啊！唔知 YouTube 有未呢？有啦！好，咁我哋玩呢個 espionage 啊，睇先 ，Epiliot 好似係。好災啊！要嗱聲，放工已經走唔切啦，好災。
Damn!
過咗添。
Hal, are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Renting.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
The question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it.
Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergolf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergolf is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghof, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts. And now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghof know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, your grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose?
股災啊，今日
To sit
股
with
災
your
好
arms
慘啊！
folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like scarlets? We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Bergov would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Gutenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft the letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Hans Capon 都長大啦，
I expect it would
真
be
係
best to write it in your name.
真係好難得。
Quite so, Margrave.
What exactly am I to write?
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes. I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be travelling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
So 詳細希望唔好問啦，不如其實都好明確嘅，但係佢可以再 elaborate 多啲嘅，但係大概都明㗎啦，大概都明嘅。
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son. So what do you think of this?
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
Hello.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Gutenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
今日就係琴日同今日，我已經即刻睇晒幾集《汪達與幻視》Wonder Vision。佢嗰個戲名係有誤導嘅成分嘅，佢係 Wonders Vision， 唔係 Wonder Vision， 唔係汪達與幻視，係汪達的幻視。OK 嘅套嘢嚇，因為 Marvel 真係唔係迪士尼嗰啲劇集真係 OK，佢自己拍嗰啲真係好撚癲。Star Wars 又 OK，Wanda 又 OK， 因為嚟緊跟住又可以睇下 Winter Soldier 拍成點。Completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activity or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterward by riding off the map with Sir Hans Capon squad.
Come now, Hal. My men are mustered in the courtyard. We can get going.
但係個 DLC 喺你度啊 Capon， 喂，咁我點開啊？ Oh shit! Oh shit! 個 DLC 喺 Capon 度，我點開啊？同埋呢個我唔見咗個 DLC 嘅，唔係有個揸匕首嘅 DLC 喺度咩？應該係呢頭喎。 A tournament from the ashes. The armless adventure of both Sir Hans Capon, Band of Bastard, a woman's lot. Pippi the Savage. Oh, come on.
Oh. The Lord be praised.
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Ratai instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
You must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since... actually ever.
Really? Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements, dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, all right then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord.
Good luck then.
佢嗰個 DLC 真係着開唔到啊！喂，哎呀，仆街啦！呢個冇晒啲對話選項。
So, can we set off?
There was one more.
I see. We'll go on ahead and wait for you in the camp at Neuhof. I'll use the time for a hunt before we...
Very well. We'll meet. Look what I've got. You'll love.
哦，咁我玩 DLC 啊，咁我永遠都開唔到 Capon 嗰個 DLC 咯。What the fuck 啊？咩設計嚟？又嚟揾翻 Teresa。Teresa 會喺邊呢？佢唔係喺樓上啊？有樓上嘅咩？呢度有。點解瞓下瞓得上樓上嘅？
Oh, let me sleep. I've got something for... I got them from Uncle Peshek. Just don't go poking...
They're lockpicks. They're not really intended for poking in your own locks.
True, but at least don't get caught. And if you do, you didn't get them from me.
I've got something that needs...
All right, I can... I bet you even sleep.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll?
I'd love to.
哇！使唔使行到咁遠啊？我諗住。
There's something I ought to tell you.
What is it? What's troubling you?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you, so I'll just spit it out. So Radzig Kobyla is... my father.
And King Wenceslas is my cousin. You really had me going.
No, I'm serious.
What? But, Henry, how on earth could...
I know, it was a shock for me too. It turns out Sir Radzig and my mother had some... romance. Of course, he couldn't marry a commoner.
And your father? I mean the blacksmith. God, that sounds so odd. I mean Martin.
He knew Sir Radzig from way back. Martin... Pa married her before I was born. To protect her reputation. And raise me as his own.
And Sir Radzig allowed it?
Sure. Actually, I get a feeling the whole thing was agreed between them. Sir Radzig was glad she wasn't left alone with a child.
My God, Henry, that's just... And what will that mean for you?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it all depends on Sir Radzig, doesn't it? As his illegitimate son, I don't have any rights as such. Well, it's not like I've suddenly become a noble like Capon. And even though Sir Radzig has publicly acknowledged me, well, sort of, it hasn't really changed anything.
And if Sir Radzig decided to make a real noble of you, would you want that?
Me become a noble? Fine clothes, hunting, drinking wine from a gold goblet, and stuffed pheasant for breakfast? Ha, of course! Who wouldn't want it?
I think there's a little more to it than that, Henry. You'd have huge responsibilities.
True. But anyway, it's not important what I want. A bastard will always be a bastard.
I don't know. All sorts of things can change. Would you still care for me, a common millmaid, if you were a nobleman?
Of course. I'll always be fond of you. Nothing will change that.
I'll remember that. I hope you won't regret those words.
No fear of that.
哇！我諗住求其撳個掣溝下女啫，你使唔使行到咁遠啊？好彩鎖時間啫。
I must go, Henry. Take care.
唔好走住 ，Teresa。再問多次
Would you
先
like。to take a stroll?
What, now? I can't at the moment, but stop by later.
What actually happened to you in Scallops? I mean, during the attack and...
Hey, lad!
Well, you know.
Don't you
That's
want
a
to
long
know
story.
Ranger on the Rat Aid tour?
Not a very cheerful one. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
I do.
All right then.
開始，淨係呢個 DLC 都可以玩幾日啦，係咪？
It was a day like any other. Another ordinary day in my ordinary life. I awoke at first light, before the others. I like those kind of mornings best. When the first rays of sunshine quickly drive away the nighttime cold. Hello, you. Claire. And the breeze carries the scent of dew-covered grass and the bloom of spring. I wanted to get my chores done before the rest of the household was up. And this morning seemed made for that very purpose. Right, better get to work. I have to feed the hens, weed the garden, feed Tinker. I'd better get it all done before Papa is up.
Tinker。
Look what I've got. You'll love.
哇！冇嘢食嘅喺身度。
I must bring Tinker a piece of meat. That'll be a nice treat. Look, you'll love.
即係點？喂，大佬。 妖。
Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks.
哇！我個 mod cancel 咗 Teresa 佢摘花嗰個動畫。
That should do it. The garden is looking how it should again.
You're like a lost soul.
What do you need, Papa?
Go up and see the blacksmith. He made some nails for me. Here's some coin.
All right. Anything else while I'm at it?
No, unless you want to stop off at the market and buy some supplies. And before you go, wake Samuel. The boy's still lying in bed and won't stir. He ought to follow your example and Stebor's. You two don't have to be pushed to work. Well, at least he's still better than that good-for-nothing's Bishek. The lazy wretch. A helper like that isn't worth a damn. If it weren't for his father, God rest his soul, I'd have thrown him out on his ear long ago.
Aye, he's an idler, that one. And he'd hardly give you the time of day, never mind a kind word.
God will reward him in kind one day. Mark my words. You could tell him to get his ass to work, too.
Right. Go for nails, send Samuel and Zabishek to work. If it's at all possible.
Aye, just so. Oh, and Teresa, once you've done all your chores for the day, I've a little surprise for you.
A surprise, Pa? Don't you want to tell me about it now?
Curiosity killed the cat. What kind of surprise would it be if I told you, girl?
Oh, all right.
等唔到 surprise 就已經成條村收咗皮啦。
Sammy, get up. It's broad daylight, and the birds are singing.
Yeah, I'm up.
Have a bite to eat before going to the mine.
All right, Ma. You don't have to treat me like a child. Looks like it'll be nice today, eh? I could go to the pond fishing.
But you have to go to work.
I know. But maybe I can slip off after lunch.
There will be no slipping off. You know very well Namoy has been complaining about you.
What about dropping that pail on Tonda's head? It was an accident.
Not the first accident you've had, though, was it?
Well, there you go then.
邊個係尋寶遊戲啊？即係你講睇嗰啲尋寶圖
And you can cook the fish for lunch tomorrow.
You silly sod. All you ever do at the pond is lie around. The only thing you'll catch is more trouble from the mine master when he finds out. Well, if you're not a child, you can sort it out yourself with Namoy.
Don't I always?
Oh. 着唔着入邊條裙都係咁嘅。
Pa says you're idle, and if you carry on like that, he'll throw you out.
Ah! Why would he do that? Then he'd be left only with Stibor, and Stibor's not going to break his back working either.
Listen, Zbyszek. Pa's not happy with you, and if he says you're idling, you'd better make a bit of effort. I'm only telling you for your own good. You wouldn't want to lose your job now, would you?
You lot are always going on about work as if it was a blessing from heaven. All right. I'll get to work. Anything for a bit of peace.
That's more like it. You'll see it doesn't hurt.
呢個世界永遠都有咁多戇鳩仔，佢仲走去 join， 呢條友仲走去 join 盜賊團，諗住可以打家劫舍過日子，結果俾人洗到阿媽都唔認得，仲慘撚過返工，戇鳩啊！跟住上山揾 Henry， 我哋係。而家唔可以跳過去嘅。啊，係着住裙唔可以攬過去嗬，但係着住裙要過河。
Good day, Teresa.
我唔應該入呢度啊嘛，唔係喎，盡頭一出。嗰陣先發現冇馬真係好撚慘，仲要上山，Henry 仲要喺山頂，黐撚線。
No sign of the blacksmith. Where can he be?
God save. What can I do for you?
Father sent me to pick up nails, but there's no one at the forge.
Aye, sorry, lass. Martin had to go to the castle to talk to Sir Radzig. He's to forge a sword for his lordship.
Oh, I see. And has he made the nails for Pa?
I'm afraid he hasn't had time on account of that sword. But if you'll come tomorrow, he'll surely have them for you. I'll remind him this evening.
All right. I'll stop by tomorrow.
Do that, dear. Oh, and by the way, the girls were looking for you.
Which girls?
Bianca and Johanka. You should stop by and see them before you go home. You girls must be plotting something.
What was it about?
They didn't say, but it seemed important. Which probably means boys, I suppose, eh?
There's no harm in that, is there, good wife? You were young yourself once and went dancing with boys.
Oh, so I'm an old woman now, am I?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm only teasing you, girl. Dancing is just what you young ones should be doing. Make the most of it while you can. Before you know it, your pa will find you a husband. And you'll have a pack of children to take care of.
Let's hope it's not too soon. Thanks for letting me know. I'll stop by tomorrow for those nails then.
Not at all. Oh, and another thing, Teresa. Have you seen Henry around anywhere? If he helped his father out more at the forge, there'd be no shortage of nails.
I haven't seen him at all.
No doubt he's at that swordplay with that so-called combat master again. If he could wield a hammer half as good as a wooden sword, there'd be no shortage of nails.
佢係咪整親嗰啲故事嘅鋪排呢？開頭嘅時候都係咁悶嘅啦嚇。即係佢呢個 DLC 係幾個鐘，就嗰個前後嘅鋪排同佢本篇係一樣嘅，都一定要經歷過和平嘅時間呢，突然之間係冚家產啊咁先開心㗎嘛。即係佢唔可以係一開始就冚家產啦，然之後翻去復仇嗰啲唔得嘅，係啦，一定要悶你一輪先咁樣。
How are you, Teresa?
Bianca, how come you're up so bright and early?
Papa has me running around from dawn till dusk. You know how it is.
Indeed I do.
I'm glad you're here, Tess. You've got to help me with something. But first, can you go and see Henry for me? He's at the sheepfold by the stockade, as usual.
Oh? Playing around with wooden swords again?
Aye. He's getting ready for the life of a mighty warrior.
Well, at least we know he'll be able to protect you from outlaws with wooden swords.
Oh well, boys and their games. Listen, would you bring him a beer from me?
But why don't you bring it yourself?
If Pa saw me running after Henry, he'd tan my hide. But I can't leave him dry in this heat.
All right, I'll bring the beer to him.
Thanks. And don't forget to tell him it's from me.
Everyone knows all the beer in Skalitz is from you and your pa.
You know what I mean. And listen, Tess. Once you've given him the beer, come back to me again. Meanwhile, I'll make an excuse to Pa. I need you to go somewhere with me. But I'll tell you all about it after. Run along before the beer gets warm.
God be with you, Henry. Mind you don't get hurt.
Good day, Teresa.
佢又攬到過去喎。
I brought you a beer. I'd say you'd need it after a hard battle.
Ah, great. It's as hot as Pa's Forge out here today. That's very sweet of you to get me a beer.
Actually, Bianca sent it. Her pa doesn't want her to come here.
Ah, I see. I'll make it up to her this evening.
I don't want to know how. How come you're training on your own today? You're usually here with that vagabond. What's his name?
Vanyeg. And he's not a vagabond. He's a wayfaring combat master.
Well, it looks like he's off wayfaring somewhere else today.
Yeah. More likely sleeping off last night's boozing. Actually, since I've no opponent today, wouldn't you like to have a go? I mean, a bit of swordplay. I could teach you.
Me? Swordplay?
Sure. Why not?
All right then. I accept your challenge, young sir, but I must warn you, I can swat a mouse with a broom with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I knew you had the heart of a warrior. Let's go then.
如果打贏咗 Henry 會點？
Come on then. Show me what you're made of. Whoever is the first to hit the other 10 times is the victor.
What if I hurt you, though?
Ah, don't worry. I can handle it.
或者驚 Henry 唔夠打。黐線！哇 ，Teresa 都有得升劍技，有冇搞錯？
Don't go easy on me, Hal.
Ah, very good.
Henry, really? Now that is hardly chivalrous behavior. Now, I shall have to fight for my honor. Take that, you scoundrel! Are you all right?
Nothing, I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you mad at me?
No, of course not. It's my own stupid fault.
Well, that'll teach you to go around slapping decent, God-fearing girls on the backside. Let me have a look at it.
No, it's only a scratch and a couple of splinters. And I didn't mean to, you know.
Show me that.
No, really, it's nothing.
You know how it is, Hal. He who lives by the sword
Dies by the splinter, eh?
There now.
但係佢咩都冇喎，佢又唔識佯攻，唔識擋，佢就係可以閃同埋斬人嘅啫喎。
By the way, you owe Bianca for that beer.
但係 Teresa 係冇 perk 嘅喎，佢升技能有咩用呢？
Good health to you, Teresa. God bless. What can I help you with?
What else was it you wanted from me?
You brought that beer to Henry, then?
I did.
Uh-huh. And what did...
He said thanks.
That's just like... All right. And now I can tell you what I wanted. Fancy a walk in...
Right now? You want to court me in the shade of the pines?
No. I need to pick herbs for distilling schnapps.
Henry's favourite?
Yes. I'd like to...
I might have known it'd be about him.
Well, you know how it is, Tess.
Don't... That's easy to say when you work in a tavern where there are fellas swarming around you all day. All I see at the mill are sacks of flour.
What about Zbyszek?
Zbyszek? I'd rather settle for a sack of flour.
I suppose. Your pa would never let Zbyszek have you. Not long ago, when he had a few too many, I heard him say how he was going to get you the richest husband for miles around.
Oh, Pa. I think that was just the beer talking. What herbs do you need?
I've got almost everything, except belladonna. I know a clearing where the best...
Belladonna?
It is, if you don't know what you're doing. But don't worry.
Why don't you go and pick it?
Pa won't let me go on my own. They say a wolf was seen in the woods recently.
A wolf?
So they say. But it was old Blaha who claimed to see it, and he's never sober. Still...
Couldn't your brother go with?
Adam? He'd shit himself if he saw a wolf. And besides, someone has to take care of the tavern. But he could lend us his bow.
So, you're going to borrow a bow from Adam, and then you want me to go with you to pick belladonna in the woods?
Actually, it's not entirely that simple. You'll have to get it from him. Anyway, I don't know how to shoot. But Stibor taught you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If the wolf sees a bow, he won't come. So will you go and ask Adam? You know he's always liked you. Just give him a wink.
You might be able to do that with Henry, but me...
Come now. You're as pretty as any lass in the prop, and once you've got the bow, meet me on the bridge by the lake.
All right, I'll help you. But next time I want something from you. I don't want to hear any excuses about how you have to see Henry.
Deal.
好撚煩啊！點解佢要搞咁多嘢呢？
God be with you.
I heard you're a really good archer. And that you've even got your own bow.
Yeah. I've got a bow. I made it myself. And I can hit the tree behind the tavern at 20 paces.
Good heavens, that's amazing. Would you lend me your bow for a while?
Lend my bow? To a girl? Well, I don't know, Teresa.
Hey, Adam. If you lend me your bow, I'll dance with you at the next celebration.
Oh? You would?
Teresa.
Really? All right. Here's the bow then. And some arrows. Take it all.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Pa? Me and Teresa...
睇下先。
Yeah, sure. Just be back before the place fills up in the evening.
呢把係乜鬼？最低攻擊力嘅攻 ，OK。 咁啊，應該係二拉嘅，咁啊，應該係二拉嘅。通常你拉爛把弓都係拉爛嗰把弓本身咧，邊有拉爛條弦㗎？
Ready to go? I'd like to get it done before lunch.
I've got the bow.
Great.
我呢度咪就係上次嗰個寶藏嗰個地方嚟。
Teresa, where are you off to?
哇
Hey,
哇
Teresa.
哇哇哇！個直播又做乜嘢啊？你失機無神可以突然之間 drop frame 嘅喎，你見乜都熄晒嘅咯喎，黐線！頭先又唔見佢 drop， 而家先嚟 drop。
God be with you, Teresa.
做咩話？
Hey! I wonder what could be in that nest.
我連個 nest 喺邊都睇唔到，哦喺嗰度。
It's not so easy shooting down.
Come on.
We'll see.
What about that nest, Tess? Or do you want to keep going?
咩批都有
What about that?
都有戒指喎，搞錯。
I had a look in the nest.
Yeah? And what did you find there?
There was a ring in it. Looks like silver.
Really? Holy Mother of God! I always wanted a silver ring. But you're the one who shot it down.
You're right. I shot it down, so it's mine.
Yeah, keep it. You deserve it.
You don't mind?
No. After all, I've got Henry. And if I ask him, he'll get me an even better ring. While you've got no one.
You know what? Let's just go and pick those damned herbs before I change my mind about the whole thing.
Oh, come on then. Put the weapon away. That's forbidden here.
咩事啊？咩事啊 ？Stream 好煩啊！點解日日都係咁噶？佢突然間就會 drop frame 嘅。係啦，我都唔知點解啊！佢出唔到畫面。
I wonder what happened here. I saw it the last time. But no one reported anything in Scarlet. Do you think they skidded off the road and something devoured them? Maybe a wolf?
I thought you didn't believe in the wolf.
I don't. I didn't. better keep going. Come on.
Teresa, come back. 都唔知衰乜，我咪要再降低呢個出個畫質呢？我已經好低㗎啦喎，降到我就係 YouTube 就嚟唔撚受我㗎啦，降到。
We'll turn into the woods here and go uphill a bit. Follow me.
完全唔知發生咩事，又停咗，又停咗。
It's a sweet little garden, isn't it? I never met anyone here. But it's always well kept. Probably some witch. Who else would keep a garden in the woods? It's a shame that witch doesn't grow belladonna, too. Did you hear that? We'd better keep going, alright? We're nearly there. We'll go along the road here, and then back into the woods.
救命啊！救命啊 ！Stream 做乜嘢啊？黐線，咩事啊？
This is the place. I'll start picking, and you keep a lookout.
Shouldn't I help you pick herbs too?
No, I'll manage fine on my own.
What should I do?
You've got a bow, right? Don't think it. Besides, you've got Tinker. Although...
How long will it take you?
Just a short while. Don't worry. But while I'm at it, I'd like to pick enough to keep me going for a while. Just keep watch.
Alright, I'll keep...
I'm glad I remembered this place. It seems no one else knows about it. Mother of God! It's the wolf! Teresa! Do something! Chase that beast away!
To me! Adam!
Ủa, 搞錯啊！
It
狗嚟嘅啫喎，狼乜 Q 嘢啊嚇！條友瞬間山都落埋，黐線！唉，我一 tap out 隻 game 佢就已經熄晒啦嘛，嗰個蛇有叉用咩？而且就係冇人用，緊 CPU 同 GPU 嗰下先至濕鳩嘛，都冇人用緊，佢叻乜鬼嘢機啫？究竟乜嘢事啊？佢都冇人用緊。
I thought those rumors about a wolf were just idle talk.
If I'd been alone, that beast would surely have devoured.
That was a funny-looking wolf. I reckon it was actually a wild dog.
Wolf or dog? Henry will never believe that.
Did you manage to pick?
Yeah, I did. I'll brew plenty of that liquor. Enough for you.
All right. What will you do?
I'll go back to work at the tavern. There's been quite... Thanks for coming with me, Tess. And...
All right.
game 點解可以咁殘忍嘅 DLC 嘅時候佢就冇得 fast travel 嘅喂？點行啊咁遠？極度懷疑係 Windows 上唔知有啲咩 background 嘢突然間 run 緊，黐撚線嘅，邊有可能？Windows 真係好撚濕鳩啊！你無論點樣阻止佢呢，佢永遠都覺得佢自己 background 嗰啲係緊要過你啲嘢。
Enough for ordinary people to listen, and they're fine. But you and your ilk make only trouble. Someone ought to put paid to you, and we'd have peace at last. Good day.
Can you come here a minute? Yohonka. What's up?
I was asking around for you. There's something we have to talk about. Are you going to the dance this evening?
I'd like to go and have a look, if I have time for it. Why? Do you want to borrow my dress?
No, no. Nothing like that. I've got a dress, but I don't want to end up dancing on my own, if you know what I mean.
You want me to find you a dancing partner?
No, not quite. I've already picked one.
Let me guess. Matthias?
I? Who else?
So, what's the problem? Just go and tell him. You've had your eye on him since the Harvest Festival. Surely you must have noticed by now.
He hasn't. I'm at a loss what to do.
Can't you just go and invite him straight out?
You must be joking. What if he doesn't like me? What if he's more interested in... No, not a chance.
So you'd like Matthias to take you to the dance, but you don't want to tell him?
That's right.
How in heaven's name do you want to do it then?
Easy. You're going to steal his lucky dice.
What? How is that supposed to help, for Christ's sake?
If you can get your hands on it without him noticing, he'll be looking everywhere for it. He'll be wandering around saying to himself, "Where did I put that damned dice?" And then I'll turn up.
God be with you, Matthias. You didn't by any chance lose your dice?
And he'll say,
"Aye, Johanka, I did. Where on earth did you find it?"
Oh, I found it near the tavern. You know there's going to be a dance there this evening.
and then he'll finally get the message.
Oh, the dance. Yes. Johanka, wouldn't you like to go with me?
Of course. I'd love to go with you, Matthias. Thank you for asking. Then he'll take me by the hand, and he'll look...
Never mind that. Well, that's how it's going to help. More or less.
You painted a very pretty picture, no doubt. But do you think it'll really work?
I'm absolutely sure it will.
Why don't you just steal the dice yourself?
And if he caught me doing it? You think he'd go dancing with me then? Except maybe to the bailiff. But you... Well, you're a miller's daughter and... Well, you know what they say.
Right. We're all a pack of thieves. I might have known. All right, then. I'll help you.
Thank you, Tess. Bring the dice to me as soon as you
Hang on, though. How am I
He was saying at the tavern yesterday that he keeps it in his trunk when he's not going. Go and see Fritz first. I heard he's always got some lockpicks, whatever he wants them for. Anyway, no doubt he can show you how...
Me? Pick locks?
Well, then... Maybe... But whatever you do, don't... And not a word to Matthias for the...
有冇麻煩啊？不如我直接同 Matthias 講啦。
Backache, bellyache, whatever the ailment, I've got a remedy.
Hey! Are you looking for someone? Who are you?
How are you, Good God, you look terrible.
Tell me, Matthias, what do you think of Johanka?
Johanka? Yeah, she's a nice girl. Actually, why do you ask?
I suppose you'd like to go to the dance this evening? If you have someone to go with. You could ask Johanka. If you do, I'll dance with you too.
No offense, but if I wanted to dance with you, then I'd invite you, not Johanka. Besides, I don't want to ask anyone.
Johanka's a very nice girl. Haven't you noticed maybe she's nice to you more than the others?
Me? How do you mean?
She's shy. You know how it is.
You mean... she likes me?
Supposing you were to ask her to the dance this evening.
Really? You think she'd go with me? Well, I suppose I could, but... Wait, though. Maybe I should have a bit of a wash first.
Don't beat around the bush. Just go and ask her.
Oh.
得啦啩，搞咁撚多嘢啦。
God's bless. About Matthias. Yes? I had a chat with Matthias and...
What? You traitor!
But he said he'd be happy to dance.
I can't believe you'd...
I said he'd be very happy. Just like that. What more do you want? An offer of marriage? He'll come to you and invite you. That's all.
He's coming here! Oh my god, I have to get ready. Thanks, Tess. Thank...
依女人真係好麻煩。
Someone ought to put paid to you, and we'd have peace at last.
I'll be with you. Like I say, you're like a wretched sheep that will go where it's cold, even if it's raw.
即係佢冇 fast travel， 純粹係玩鳩我嘅啫喎。即係成件事真係唔怪之玩咁耐啦。
I went for those nails, but the blacksmith is with Sir Radzik today.
All right, leave it till tomorrow then. No hurry. Right now, I need something else. Quick.
What's up?
The guards were here asking around. They said someone's been stealing silver from the mines. Can you go and tell Stibor? He went to check the fish trap below the bridge.
Why?
Look.
Mary, Mother of God. You and your see...
The family silver.
Pa sent me. The guards were here asking about silver going missing from the mine.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright. Alright. Listen, Tess. I need your help.
Not so fast. First, tell me what the hell is going on.
Alright. Look. How can I put it?
Spit it out. Otherwise, you're on your own.
Alright. Pa came up with a nice little job. It's quite easy to sneak silver ore out of the mines, and he found this wealthy fella who offered to buy it. So, well, the missing silver is out.
Merciful.
I need your help to
Sweet Jesus. You fellas haven't the sense you were born with.
Thanks, Tess. I'm sorry to drag you into it, but I can't manage it on my own.
Where did you hide it?
That's the thing. It's at the bottom of a flooded shaft. Samuel was working there before.
You dragged Samuel into it too?
No. Samuel knows nothing about it.
So why don't you just go and get it?
I don't know how to get to it.
For heaven's sake, Stibor! Do you know where it is or not?
Yes, but you see, when I was carrying it out, they stopped me. I was standing on this wooden walkway and I dropped it over the edge so they wouldn't catch me with it. And now I don't know how to get to it. All I know is it made a splash when it fell.
And how are we supposed to find it? Go crawling through the whole mine?
No, I've got an idea. Samuel knows that area. He'll know how to get to the shaft.
Oh no, Stibor, forget it. You're not going to drag Samuel into your dangerous games.
Christ, no. What do you take me for? All he has to do is draw a map, and we'll do the rest.
Wait. Why are you doing it? You're not going to mint your own coin.
Of course not. We just sell it to someone, but Pa deals with that.
Why are you helping?
Well, he always gives me some of the money.
Money won't be much use to either of you. Where do you take the silver?
Pa takes care of that.
Who does?
Some slimy kind of fella. I don't know what his name is. He serves some lord, but I don't even think Pa knows who that is.
That's all I want to know for... All right, Steebor. Have you got something I can give him to drop?
Here. Give him this. I try to get it from him without giving the game away. Otherwise, Pa will have a fit if he finds out.
I'll do what I can.
Where do you think? I saw him heading for the fish pond as usual, to avoid work. Once you have it, come and meet me at Wenceslas corridor on the hill. I'll be waiting there.
What the fuck？ 好煩啊！哇，好撚遠路啊！你班仆街任務可唔可以唔好？屌你 fast travel 啊！馬啊！有冇人性㗎？哇！唔撚怪之得玩咁耐啦，可以黐撚線嘅。
Expel all woes, heals. 2 parts of ointment for the price of 1.
黐線。
Good day, Teresa.
God be with you.
Sammy, I need something from you.
Oh, Tess, I just got ready for fishing.
Don't worry. You don't have to go anywhere. Remember that mine shaft where you used to work before it got flooded?
Yeah, it was a deep one. We went down that morning, and we were up to our knees in water. Master Fafar said that always happens when you dig deeper than the drainage had it. We dug a well to slow it down, but even that wasn't enough.
Do you think you could draw me a map of the way there?
Why? What on earth would you want that for?
Steebor dropped something there.
Drop something? What?
Never mind. You really don't want to know.
Hang on. You want me to draw you a map to a mine shaft that's off limits, and I'm not supposed to ask any questions? Not a chance!
You'll just have to trust me, Sammy. It's very important. It's a family problem.
I might have known it'd be some Miller intrigue again. It's no wonder the folks say the things they do about us. Give me that and I'll draw it for you. I don't even want to know any more about it.
Thanks. I'll run to him with it right away.
哇，好彩我冇揀等咋。
Teresa, I thought you weren't coming.
I got that map from Samuel.
Great! Well, first, we've got to get into them. That fool Nimoy is keeping watch. It'd be best if we split up. I'll get rid of him, and you can...
I want to act. Tell me again where I can...
It's somewhere in that flooded It's a good thing I was on that walkway when they stopped me. Otherwise, I'd have had nowhere to drop it. Only now, you...
Why do I have to go in...
Well, remember when we used to play hide and seek?
Yeah?
And you always found me immediately, because I was useless up.
Yeah. You always had...
Exactly.
You're right.
For sure. There won't be many people inside now. Most of the lads will be outside eating. But even so...
That's all. All right.
Once I get rid of him, you sneak inside past the bushes. And take a torch with you. It's as black as pitch in there. Just make sure no one sees you, though. Good luck, Tess.
Hey, Nimoy, you rogue! Come here a minute.
What do you want, Miller's boy? Looking for that clumsy brother of yours?
What's he done now?
Not one of his sportsmen.
黐撚線。 OK， 入口呢度。唔好轉左，轉右。做乜鳩？真係好撚煩喎！呢個濕鳩 DLC 黐撚線嘅，可唔可以入正題啊？佢啲全部都死晒啦，根本準備幫我哋做嘢啫，仲〜
What do you want, Miller's boy? Looking for that clumsy brother of yours?
What's he done now?
我直頭係玩到嬲啊，大佬！佢都死晒啦，仲做乜撚嘢任務啊？唔好轉左轉右，但係右邊有人喎。
Hey,
都唔撚明，都死撚晒啦啲人，仲要幫佢做咩任務啫？已經明知佢哋係死撚晒嘅啦，仲要黐撚線，入正題啦，直接跳落去冚家產嗰日啦，直接係冚家產嗰日開始咪得咯，黐撚線嘅。你淨係唔知中間嗰啲嘢啫嘛，你點解要玩翻前邊嗰啲啫？個 DLC 都濕鳩嘅，你淨係唔知佢由冚家產至到救翻 Henry 中間發生咩事啫嘛？咁你點解要玩翻前面嗰啲啊？咁咩意思啊？屌我撚戇鳩！屌點樣行喺呢度？又黑，嗰張圖又濕鳩。屌你老味！唉，真係好撚憎呢啲任務啊！佢已經最撚差嗰個設計就係佢呢啲濕鳩地圖、濕鳩地洞。屌你老味，仲要佢冇人投訴佢嘅咩？佢整本身隻 game 先冇人投訴佢咩？冇人屌咗佢老母臭閪咩？點解家仲要 DLC 仲要整啊？唔撚明喎，最撚冇趣，最撚濕鳩，最撚無聊嘅任務就喺地下城嗰度唔知自己做緊乜噶啦！啊佢仲要整 DLC。未瞓醒啊嘛？間 studio 啊咪啊！屌你老母！佢原版嗰時未俾人屌夠咩？冇人屌鳩佢咩？嚇！唉仆你街仲要冇人，仲要冇人冇，唉屌！仲要冇人寫攻略添。
Are you quite well? Hey, Nimoy, you rogue! Come here a minute.
What do you want, Miller's boy? Looking for that clumsy brother of yours?
What's he done now?
邊撚度有啊？唔係邊？我就係睇唔撚到佢張地圖嗰個乜撚嘢啊！佢呢個係門口嘛？佢呢度係門口嘛？喂，我睇住攻略，我睇埋攻略我都唔知喺邊啊！佢呢度係門口嘛？入去嘛？唔好轉左，向前行，有條梯嘅過去。條梯呢？條梯呢？屌，真係好撚嬲喎！部電腦又唔知做乜鳩喎！隻 game 可以失 game 無神，唉，又真係唔知係部電腦有問題啊，定還是隻 game 有問題啊，定係點樣？我完全冇一個合理嘅解釋啦，已經真係冇啊！咁佢呢個唔好轉左嘛，咁咪向前行咯。咁條梯呢？唔係啊，我見唔到條梯啊，都冇梯，點爬咩梯上第一條？
Who's there? What the hell was that?
知唔知我又唔可以熄火把，但係又有人係會見到我嘅，咁即係點啊？嚟有邊度有人啊？喂，你睇下啦，屌做乜鳩啫？咁我熄唔熄燈啊？我真係唔，唉，乜嘢啊？佢又話冇人入邊，做乜嘢啊？呢個咩任務 design 嚟㗎？屌你咩？Teresa suppose 係一個完全乜嘢都唔識嘅人嚟㗎嘛？你點可以叫佢真？你個任務係偷入去唔緊要，但係唔可以有人咯。有人就變咗真係潛行㗎啦嘛。咁 Teresa 係唔撚識潛行啊嘛，佢真係唔識㗎嘛，乜嘢都唔識㗎嘛。你咁樣點行啊？哎呀，真係嬲撚到都唔識講啊！唔着火把睇唔撚，完全睇唔到路喎，黑到咁樣喎，黑到咁樣喎。佢除咗隻手之外，係完全一個 pixel 都唔會着燈嘅喎，點撚樣玩啊？你唔好，你冇咁嘅表情啦，即係 我唔着火把，我係連向前行都會錯方向嘅人嚟㗎。佢仲要我轉彎添。屌啊 Hans Capon 夠話佢係日日都喺個 castle 出偷走啦，又唔係一樣入到去人哋 castle 咪一樣俾人捉到。你睇下，我連邊度係右邊我都唔知。到未啊？唔係個地方係可以落去嘅咩？
My, that's a hell of a drop. Better be careful. Oh, that's cold. But this must be the place Stebor was talking about. Now to find that wooden walkway. I wouldn't want to get lost in here. The walkway. The sack must be here somewhere.
黐人線。嗯。你知我呢度直出好似係有，好似唔係有守衞咩？真係唔係喎？但係我呢度出唔返去㗎嘛？睇先。
Who's that?
咦？我咪行錯路啊？唔係喎頭，咁啊呢枚咪喺
Enough, please.
All right, get the hell out of here. Go. I'll send you straight down.
All right, enough.
No, not a chance. Yo.
All right, you win.
喂，我都話
Go then. Fuck off and don't. 黐線。呢門唔喺門口夾住啊嘛？都黐撚線嘅男人，嘢又識偷喎。又叫咗人哋幫你搞翻掂佢。
I found the silver in the mine.
Not so loud. Oh, good work, lass. Leave it here, and I'll take care of everything. Thanks.
I'd like to say I'm glad to be of help, but I'm not, Pa. It could have ended badly for everyone. Very, very badly.
Tess, you know I only want the best for all of you, don't you?
The best for us? How long do you think you can get away with this? Do you think your luck will hold out forever? If they'd caught me with that silver, we'd all burn on the pyre together.
Don't say that, Tess.
I haven't finished. What would happen then, Father? Samuel would be left alone in the world? Or he'd be executed too? God forbid.
Do you think that never occurred to me? There's not a day goes by I don't think of it. Do you all want to spend the rest of your lives breaking your backs in the mill just to have enough to eat? Your mother wouldn't have wanted it for you either.
Pa.
Pah. You're right. Sorry. I promise we'll be more careful.
That will have to do me, I suppose.
仲要只不過係more careful。
What about that surprise you promised me this morning?
Well, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Besides, you deserve it, after helping us with that silver. So, I had a dress made for you in Rattay. A very fine dress indeed. You'll be the prettiest lass in the village.
A new dress, Pa. But I don't understand. Why?
Well, you know, you're not a little girl anymore. You're a young woman now, mature and clever. Cleverer than me, for sure. You surely don't want to live here at the mill forever. Samuel's able to take care of himself, and after all that's happened, you don't want to end up with the kind of life me and Steve will have.
What is it, Pa? Why did you buy me that dress?
Look, Teresa, you're old enough to be married. It's about time we did something about it.
No, Pa, no way. I'm not going to get married yet. But I'd like to see that dress, though.
Look here, Tess. I found you a suitor. He likes you a lot, and he's a gentleman of good standing.
What? And you didn't even ask me about it?
I didn't want to bother you with it until it was arranged.
So it's all arranged now? Behind my back? You arrange a wedding for me and I don't even know who I'm supposed to marry? You can't be serious.
Teresa, Tess.
And are you going to tell me who it is? Or will I find out at the altar?
Don't worry. He's a decent man. A nice man. He's even close to the nobility. And he's rich. He'll take care of you. There's going to be a fete at the tavern this evening. Sir Radzig gave permission for a pig roast, and...
Who is it?
You can just have a chat, dance a little, and who knows? You might like him.
Are you going to tell me who it is?
It's Chief Engineer Tobias.
Tobias Fafar?
Aye, that's right.
Tobias 幾撚多歲啊，大佬，戇鳩啊！
Well, Master Fafar is a nice man. Yes, Pa. And certainly rich. But he's no spring chicken. To tell the truth, he'd never have crossed my mind when it comes to marriage.
Listen, we can talk it over, but the decision is mine to make. You've got to think of your future, Teresa. Master Fafar is a respected man, and that respect will extend to his wife and children too.
Children?
For heaven's sake, lass, don't be so naive. You were born a girl, and raising a family is what God made you for. Unless you'd prefer the convent. Go to the tavern this evening and let Master Fafar spend a nice pile of groschen on you. You'll have a great time, you'll see.
Show me that dress, then.
It's in the trunk here under the window. Once you've done all your chores, get dressed up and off you go.
All right, Teresa. Time to grow up, put on that lovely dress, and go and meet your groom. But this...
其實我已經冇嘢做噶啦，不過係啊，我哋 save 留翻聽日先玩。